Making sure your wishes are taken care of after your passing is one of the key elements of estate planning that involves a range of legal documents. To make sure that process is completed correctly and runs smoothly is the reason you hire a professional like Stephen Michael England, the president of Capstone Retirement, who joins us right now. Good morning, Stephen. How are you?
Good morning. I am great. How are you?
Very good, thank you very much. So getting onto the subject matter at hand, what legal documents need to be in alignment for everything to be in place for a client?
So I am not an attorney, but I can be an encourager for people to make sure their documents they have the right documents, they see the right person, and they coordinate with their financial accounts. But most of the people I work with are 60 to 75, and first of all, they need an advance medical directive in case they're incapacitated or ill. They need power of attorneys for health care and their finances, and they need a will or a trust, because if you don't have a will, your state will have one for you. And you may need a trust. That's a big discussion. Do I need a trust or a will? Depends on the size of your estate, the complexity of what you're trying to do. So there's no one fit answer for that. But everyone needs a will, the health care powers, and the advanced medical directive for incapacity.
It's some things that often come up, things like serious illness and long-term care. How do those factor into a retirement?
Well, it's so expensive that it can break just about anyone. So, ideally, if you're younger, you get long-term care insurance. And then if you don't have that, there's no silver bullet, but you have to find a way to pay for that. And there are accounts that have, guaranteed income like a pension, but they state that if you need care, even home health care, the income can double. So you'd have double the income. So that can help pay for it. But you have to have a plan on how would you pay for care. Do you want to be cared for? Most people want to be cared for at home. And the last thing they really want to do is be in some kind of a care facility. But really, planning early is the best, recipe for that.
What are efficient tax strategies that people need to consider in estate planning for retirement?
Well, if you have an estate that's under $5 million, you don't really have much of estate taxes, but what you have lots of times are income taxes, because one of the largest assets you have most of the times is your retirement money, your 401k, your IRA, and that money has never been taxed. So the best way to set that up is so that your heirs inherit that money and they can spread the tax out now over 10 years. And other assets, they can do inherited assets. What you don't want is a ticking tax time bomb that blows up on your heirs all at once, all in 1 year. So again, planning ahead there's no way to get completely around taxes. The other thing is, if you're like in your 60s, you need to start a Roth conversion plan over to a tax-free plan by the time you're age 73. And that way, when your heirs receive that money, that's completely tax-free.
I'm sure there's a lot of viewers out there who may be under 50, maybe under 40, who think this is a long way off and might not have even thought about starting to plan yet. Do you have any advice for a younger section of the audience as to what they need to do or what they should already be thinking about putting in action?
I think the longer you can give a plan time to work, the better off you are. So the sooner you start, the better. And most experts agree that the Roth vehicle is the best vehicle long-term because, it grows tax-free, you take it out tax-free. So I think nowadays, most of the people I talk to that are older, they wish they had put a lot more into Roth rather than into all pre-tax money.
Well, that's great. Stephen, thank you so much.
I would encourage the Roth and start sooner than later.
Stephen, thank you so much for your time this morning. Important information.
Thank you.
To see what you need to plan for your estate, learn more about the company, or inquire about an appointment to see how they can assist you, visit thewealthlifestyle.com.